I decided to do something that I was always scared of, even when I was a kid, and that is learn to skate transition. This mini ramp was put in about a month ago, and I wanted to kind of just talk about what I already knew how to do on a mini ramp and what I've learned in the past month, and just any thoughts that I have along the way. If you think this is interesting, feel free to like and comment, and I can keep updating my progress because I'm gonna keep skating this all the time. It's super fun to have this in my backyard. But enough talking, let's get to skating. I'm gonna start off with the tricks that I already knew how to do, which is only about 5 or 6. So I'm gonna get a quick run of that and then we'll check back in after that. All right, that's everything I could do on a mini ramp before I got my mini ramp. So let's see the things that I have learned in the past month having access to a daily mini ramp. All right, there's a couple of tricks like feeble and axle stall, which I was way too scared to ever try, but having skated the mini ramp consistently almost every day since I got this thing, the fear kind of goes away and I get more comfortable on the ramp. Let's see what else I learned. All right, I'm trying to get the 50-50 to backside pivot. I think that I kind of did it, but I think I could do it better. So let's try to get another one. I think that one was a little better, but I still think that I could do better, so I'm gonna try one more. All right, I think I can claim one of those. Now I'm gonna try to get ollie rock fakie to frontside slash. I said ollie rock fakie to frontside slash, that makes no sense. I'm gonna try to get frontside slash to ollie rock fakie. All right, that one wasn't too bad. I think I can claim that one. But now I gotta get into the weirder stuff that I have less confidence in landing. So I might not be able to get these in a run, but I'm gonna try to get them anyways. Let's see how I do. All right, I'm going for the fakie front 5-0. I don't know if I necessarily got into it good enough, so I'm gonna try to get another. Alright, I'm hoping one of those two can be claimable. I felt the truck both times. Maybe it looked ugly, but I felt it. I got back in, so I'm taking it. Alright, the next three tricks are all popping tricks. Ollie fakie, fakie ollie, and frontside ollie. And while I definitely can do all of these tricks on flat ground and on hips and things like that, it's much harder for me to stay in the ramp. I haven't quite learned, how to not launch onto the deck when I try to get over coping. So these are probably going to be low in the ramp, but just to show that I can do them, I'm gonna try to get the best ones I can, but they're still a work in progress. Honestly, that was not too bad for first try, so I'm gonna try to get a couple more. All right, I'm gonna end up taking those because there's one more trick that I wanna get as my ender. I've done this trick 3 times, and it feels so good, it's really cool. All right, I'm locking into it a bunch, but I'm just off balance when I get on the rock. So I really just got to think about having those knees bent and expect landing on it, because half the time I'm just surprised I'm landing on it. So I need to be more prepared. That took me like 20 minutes, but I finally got it. So now this 4th time I've got it on my mini ramp. Super stoked about that. I almost gave up because, as you saw, I ate shit a few times, but I stuck with it. So glad that I figured that out. I've only been skating my mini ramp for a month, plus maybe 5 sessions ever on a mini ramp before this. I have done tricks on quarter pipes, but that's mostly like frontside flip and backside flip and things like that, and none of them were ever at or near coping. They were just kind of like on this big wall at the skate park in my town. And I'm actually super stoked that my progress has been this good. I did not think that I would learn axle stalls or feebles or fakie axle stalls this easily. And so it's just really cool to see that, my foundational skills of street skating have translated so well to this base fundamentals that I've been able to pick up on the mini ramp. So I had like 5 tricks that I was able to do before getting the mini. I added 15 in this month. I'm not going to think that I'm going to add 15 more in the next month, because there is going to be some plateaus and the tricks are getting harder and harder. But I'm super stoked with my progress. I'm gonna keep skating this mini ramp. I'm addicted to it. And if you're interested in following along or getting more in-depth things about how I learned how to do the axle stall or the feeble or what made these things that were super scary to me for my whole life able to click, let me know down in the comments, and otherwise, see you in the next progress update.